All right, so ready to go deep on this one? The hollow earth theory.
Oh, I am. Always fascinated by this one.
Yeah, it's like, everyone thinks about space and the oceans, but what about what's right under our feet?
Exactly. A whole world maybe just waiting to be discovered or rediscovered or...
Well, I mean, is it really discovered if there are already people down there?
Right. We've got a whole stack of theories and articles here, even some supposed first-hand accounts. Should be fun.
Definitely. A deep dive into the heart of a mystery that's captivated people for centuries. This is going to be good.
Oh, yes, centuries. Maybe millennia. Who knows how long this idea has been around?
Okay, so to start things off, we have to talk about the Hopi. The Hopi Native American tribe. Their beliefs are like right at the center of this whole hollow earth idea.
Yeah, absolutely foundational. They believe that their ancestors actually emerged from an underground world. Describe them as tall beings with white skin.
Wow, okay, so that's like a blueprint right there for the modern hollow earth inhabitant.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not just them. This idea that there's another world beneath us, maybe even more advanced than ours, it pops up
Oh,
everywhere.
yeah, for sure. I mean, think about like Hades in Greek mythology or hell in Christianity.
Right. Like we as humans, we've always been drawn to the idea of what's under the surface.
It's like this primal fear, but also this like fascination. What if it's not just rock down there?
Exactly. And the thing is, we know so little about what's actually down there. We talk about a solid core, but
But do we really know? I mean, the deepest hole we've ever dug is what, like 12 kilometers?
yeah, something like that. It's a tiny scratch on the surface when you think about it. The Earth's radius is over 6,000 kilometers,
So
so
everything beyond that 12 kilometers is basically just a guess.
pretty much educated guesswork, but still a guess.
So who's to say there isn't a hidden world down there, right? Like, what if Edmund Halley was right?
Halley, wait, of Halley's Comet fame.
The one and only. Back in the 17th century, he proposed that the Earth was hollow, like multiple inner shells, even its own internal sun.
Wow, okay, so that's radical for the 1600s, but he wasn't totally off base, right? I mean, the modern hollow earth theory.
It takes Halley's idea and runs with it. So now we've got a shell about 1,300 kilometers thick, people living on the inside.
With their own sun. And I guess they'd need entrances, right?
Of course, usually at the North and South Poles.
Secret portals to the inner world. Makes sense.
Speaking of portals, have you seen that supposed video? The one supposedly taken by a Soviet spacecraft,
Yeah.
showing a massive hole at the North Pole.
You mean the infamous polar entrance footage? Grainy, blurry, but oh, so tantalizing for those who want to believe.
Right. Like, who doesn't love a good grainy video with things seemingly getting sucked into the Earth?
It's like something straight out of the X-Files, but let's be real, no one's been able to find this hole on Google Maps.
Which, of course, only adds to the mystery, right? The evidence is out there, but it's hidden just out of reach.
Classic conspiracy theory stuff. But okay, let's move on to another piece of evidence that Hollow Earth folks love to bring up, woolly mammoths.
Oh yeah, those giant furry elephants. But here's the thing. Their fossils are found in Siberian permafrost,
So icy climate, right. Which is weird because mammoths are related to elephants.
which love warm climates.
Mm.
And to make it even weirder, the food in their stomachs suggests they are eating stuff that grows in warmer places.
Okay, so how do we explain that? Well, there are a few theories floating around.
Theory number one. The Earth used to be much hotter, Siberia included, and then it suddenly froze over.
Okay, interesting, but drastic.
Theory number two. The Earth's axis shifted, like, really dramatically, moving Siberia from the tropics to the Arctic.
Also possible, but then where did the tropics go?
Right. Okay, and then we have the hollow Earth explanation.
Let me guess, the mammoths were living inside the Earth all cozy and warm.
Exactly. And then a few of them wandered out through those polar openings and froze to death.
A convenient explanation for sure. Ties everything together nice and neat.
It does, doesn't it?
What?
But the woolly mammoth mystery is just the beginning. We haven't even gotten to UFOs yet.
Oh yeah, because what's a good conspiracy theory without a little alien action?
Right. I mean, some people actually think that UFOs are coming from inside the Earth, not outer space.
More local, right. Just a quick hop up from their underground lair instead of light years across the galaxy.
Exactly. Like, it's easier to believe there are neighbors than interstellar travelers.
A hidden civilization right under our feet. Makes you wonder, who are these subterranean folks?
Let's get into that. I am ready to go deeper down this rabbit hole. Okay, so we've got these potential underground dwellers, but who are the top contenders in this, subterranean popularity contest?
Well, one theory that gets a lot of traction is that they're the descendants of ancient aliens.
Aliens. Like, they came to Earth, saw the place, and decided to head underground.
Something like that. Maybe the surface was just a little too intense for them, you know? Too many meteor showers, who knows?
So they decided to go for a basement upgrade, huh?
Yeah.
Created their own little paradise down there.
Exactly. And who knows? Maybe they've been down there perfecting their technology, becoming super advanced.
And popping up every now and then in their flying saucers to check on us.
Yeah, just a little, how's the apocalypse going? Bye-bye.
Oh, man, I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's say aliens aren't your thing. There's another option, right? What about the survivors of Atlantis?
Ah, yes. The lost city. Advanced technology, gone without a trace. What if they didn't sink beneath the waves, but instead went underground?
Traded ocean views for geothermal heating? Interesting choice.
Great. Maybe they took all their knowledge and technology with them and they're just waiting for the right moment to resurface.
Or maybe, and this is a long shot, I know, but maybe they're the lost tribes of Israel.
Oh, yeah, can't forget those. Lost for centuries and boom, found chilling in a subterranean Eden.
With high-speed internet, of course.
Naturally. But okay, let's be real for a second. When it comes to Hollow Earth stories, there's one that just takes the cake.
Oh, I know exactly what you're going to say. Admiral Richard Byrd.
The man, the myth, the legend, his alleged encounter is just, well, it's something else.
It's like the ultimate Hollow Earth story. So for those who haven't heard it, strap in. We're talking a top-secret U.S. Navy operation in Antarctica, 3 aircraft carriers, and Admiral Byrd himself flying solo over the South Pole.
Sounds like the start of a blockbuster movie.
All right, but it gets even crazier. So according to Byrd's secret diary, he's flying along, and he hits this weird mist.
Okay, ominous mist. Got it.
And when he comes out of it, he's in a green valley.
Yeah.
Like lush vegetation, a river, you name it.
Hold on. So we're talking like a hidden paradise in Antarctica?
Pretty much. Oh, and there were mammoth-like creatures roaming around.
Of course there were. Why not?
Right. But wait, there's more. Byrd sees a city-like structure, his instruments go haywire, and then boom, 2 flying saucers appear next to his plane.
Because of course they do. Gotta up the ante somehow.
And then a voice comes over the radio, in English, mind you, welcomes him to the inner Earth, and tells him he'll be landing in 7 minutes.
Wait, hold up. A voice. On the radio. In English.
I know, right? It's a lot. So his plane starts descending like it's being pulled down by some invisible force, and he lands in this city.
This is wild. So what happens next?
Well, a tall, blonde, white-skinned man greets him and escorts him to a grand building.
Okay, starting to see a theme here with the whole tall, blonde, white-skinned thing.
Yeah, well, let's just roll with it.
Yeah.
So he meets the leader of this underground civilization, an old man who communicates telepathically.
Telepathically. In English, I assume.
You know it. The old man explains that they usually avoid contact with the surface world, but the atomic bombs have them worried.
Concerned citizens, huh?
They remember a similar catastrophe in their past, and they're worried we're going to destroy the planet. They even say they sent flying saucers to warn world leaders, but no one listened.
So they're pinning their hopes on Admiral Byrd, huh? Big responsibility for a guy who just wanted to fly over the South Pole.
Right, so after this heart-to-heart, Byrd is escorted back to his plane, gets lifted back into the sky by that same unknown force, and returns to base.
And I'm assuming he spilled the beans right. Told everyone what he saw.
He reported it to the military, but they supposedly told him to keep quiet.
Classic cover-up. Nothing to see here, folks. Just a high-ranking admiral having a psychotic break.
But here's where it gets even more interesting. A week later, the U.S. Navy ships that were part of the operation, they get attacked by flying saucers.
Wait, really? Like a full-on attack?
Supposedly. These saucers were fast, silent, and had weapons like lasers. They came out of the sea, attacked, and then vanished back into the water.
Leaving no trace, of course, making it all the more unbelievable.
Exactly. So we have this incredible story, multiple witnesses, but no physical evidence. Just Byrd's diary and a lot of hearsay.
The perfect recipe for a conspiracy theory, and people have been eating it up for decades.
Well, it's a good story, right? But okay, let's be realistic for a second. Even if we entertain the idea of a hollow Earth, there are some logistical issues.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like, how do these creatures and people survive without sunlight? Photosynthesis is kind of important.
And what about gravity? The Earth's crust isn't that dense. How could it hold people and mammoths and all that on the inner surface?
It's like physics has a problem with this whole theory.
But maybe, just maybe, there's something we're missing. I mean, Edward Snowden claimed that classified U.S. documents mentioned the hollow Earth.
Ah, Snowden, the patron saint of conspiracy theories. But what did he actually say? Anything concrete?
Not really. Just some vague hints that he saw something about a hidden world.
Very mysterious, very intriguing. But that's the thing about conspiracy theories, isn't it? The lack of evidence just makes them more enticing.
It lets people fill in the blanks with their own imaginations, create their own version of the truth.
And in the case of the Hollow Earth, that truth is a pretty wild one. A world where the government is hiding secrets, ancient civilizations are thriving, and flying saucers are just a quick commute away.
It's a world where reality itself is a bit, well, hollow.
Maybe that's the point. Maybe the Hollow Earth theory is just a reflection of our desire to believe in something more, something beyond our everyday lives.
A yearning for mystery, for a world that operates by its own rules, rules that we can't quite grasp.
So as we wrap up this part of our deep dive into the Hollow Earth, I think it's safe to say that while the evidence might be thin, the entertainment value is high.
Absolutely. And who knows, maybe someday we will discover something truly remarkable down there, something that changes everything we thought we knew.
Maybe there's more to this world than meets the eye, but until then, let's enjoy the stories, question the narratives, and keep those imaginations running wild.
So we've been on this incredible journey, right, to the center of the Earth, or at least to the center of this really wild theory.
Ancient aliens, Atlantean refugees, lost tribes of Israel, all hanging out beneath our feet. Who knew?
Right. And we've looked at all the supposed evidence, the videos, the mammoths, even Admiral Byrd's crazy story.
It's been a lot to process. But now that we're coming back to the surface, back to reality, it makes you wonder.
What does this whole fascination with the Hollow Earth tell us about ourselves? Like, why are we so drawn to this idea?
It's a good question. It's not just about geology or physics. It's about psychology, What makes us want to believe in something like this?
Because, let's be honest, the evidence for a Hollow Earth is pretty thin.
Very thin. But people still believe it. They write books, make documentaries, have whole online communities dedicated to it.
So why? Why do we want to believe so badly?
Maybe it's because the Hollow Earth offers hope, This idea that somewhere out there, or I guess down there, is a utopia.
A hidden paradise where everything is perfect.
Yeah.
No war, no pollution, no problems.
Exactly. Like a cosmic reset button. A chance to start over.
Or maybe it's about distrust. Distrust of authority.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one. The idea
Yeah.
that the government is hiding something from us, something huge.
And what's bigger than a whole civilization living beneath our feet?
Right. A civilization that might be way more advanced than us with technology and knowledge that we can't even imagine.
So the Hollow Earth becomes this ultimate conspiracy theory.
Like the mother of all rabbit holes. It just keeps going and going.
But maybe that's the appeal.
Hmm.
It makes us question everything.
It forces us to think outside the box, to consider possibilities that seem impossible.
To acknowledge that maybe, just maybe, there's more to this world than we think.
That our understanding of the Earth and the universe is limited.
That what we see as reality is just a small part of a much bigger picture.
So even though the Hollow Earth theory might not be scientifically sound, it's a testament to human imagination.
It shows that we're capable of dreaming up these incredible worlds, these alternative realities.
And that's something to celebrate, that spark of curiosity, that desire to explore the unknown.
So yeah, the Hollow Earth might not be real, but the lessons we can learn from it, those are very real.
Absolutely. Never stop questioning, never stop exploring, and never underestimate the power of a good story.
And on that note, we want to thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the Hollow Earth.
It's been a wild ride.
It has. We hope you've enjoyed exploring this theory with us, even if it's just a theory.
And until next time, keep an open mind, keep those imaginations running, and remember,
There's always more to discover